BA Part 3, Drawing and Painting, Post-Independent Artist of India is the paper. Today we'll be discussing about Tayyab Mehta, one of the finest modern artists born of Indian origin. Tayyab Mehta was an exceptional artist with exceptional caliber, was ever born a supremely talented Indian painter. Tayyab Mehta's paintings have created a new modern language of Indian art, and he has taken Indian art to greatest height. He is referred to as a cultural hero who, through his paintings, brought out the evils of the contemporary society, predominantly the suffering, anguish, dilemma, and the mob lynching episode that happened during the communal riots that took place post independence, especially during the partition of the country. Born at a time when the country was experiencing nationalism at its peak, events, experiences from his personal life and in the surroundings shaped his artistic career and his bent of mind. The spirit of nationalism and the distress that came with partition was strongly portrayed on his canvas, which are visible in one of the finest paintings that he created was of falling figures, which was based on a mob lynching incident, which we'll discuss later. He was inspired by Francis Bacon, an expressionist artist, and also by minimalistic art of New York. फ्रांसिस बेकन एक महान अभिव्यंजनावादी कलाकार थे. उनकी कलाकृति से बहुत प्रभावित हुए थे तैयब मेहता, और अति सूक्ष्मवाद शैली से भी प्रभावित हुए, जिसमें कम से कम डिटेल्स दिखाकर चित्रण किया जाता है. ये दो शैलियाँ थी जिनसे हम कह सकते हैं कि तैयब मेहता काफ़ी ज़्यादा हद तक प्रेरणारत रहे हैं और उनकी शैली इसी से निखरी है. What made Tayyab Mehta the most noted artist of India was the fact that he was the first Indian contemporary artist whose works were sold over $1 million. आज से पहले भारत के कलाकारों ने अथक प्रयास करे थे आधुनिक युग में अपनी नाम व पहचान बनाने के लिए, लेकिन अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मार्केट में उनके चित्रों की इतनी बिक्री नहीं होती थी. लेकिन तैयब मेहता ने एक ऐसा भूचाल ला दिया, या एक तरह का ही पेव वे फॉर द and created an appetite for international market buyers to buy paintings of Indian modern artists also. Furthermore, he also led to what eventually became the great Indian art boom in the country. उन्होंने आने वाली पीढ़ी को एक रास्ता दिखाया और नवीन आधुनिक शैली के लिए एक कला आंदोलन के रूप में उभरे. Tayyab Mehta was a noted Indian painter. He was a part of Bombay Progressive Artist Group, which included the famous artists like F.N. Souza, S.H. Raza, M.F. Hussain, and the first postmodern generation artist in India. He belonged to a generation of artists who worked after independence of India. So they struggled and build up a foundation for coming generation. जिस तरह से आज हम आधुनिक कलाकारों को देखते हैं जो पूरे विश्व में सुप्रसिद्ध हैं, उनके लिए एक तरह की नींव रखी इन सारे कलाकारों ने. तो इनकी जो प्रेरणा, इनकी जो आंदोलन और इनकी जो मेहनत है, वो आज हम देख सकते हैं रंग लाई है. और भारत एक आधुनिक कला आंदोलन में एक प्रणेता की तरह और एक अग्रणी की तरह उभरा है. एन एक्सट्रीमली self-critical painter, Mehta had set such high standard for himself that for every painting that he had sold at an auction, he destroyed even 7 to 8 painting until he created one. उन्होंने बहुत मेहनत करी. वो जो एक कहते थे कि वो एक चित्र जब बनाते हैं, उसको बनाने के लिए उससे पहले उन्होंने बहुत सारी 8-10 पेंटिंग्स बनाई, और बहुत सारी तो उन्होंने नष्ट भी कर दी, और फाइनली एक पेंटिंग जाकर ऐसी उभरी जिसके लिए वो कह सकते थे कि ये है उनकी एक कला. Tayyab Mehta was born on July 26, 1925 in Kheda district, Kapadganj in Gujarat. He was born in a Muslim family. His family underwent the tragedy of partition of the country when India was divided into two parts, Pakistan, which was a Muslim dominated, and India. He was raised in Crawford Market area of Mumbai. Young Tayyab was greatly influenced, I must say. His entire career and life and mindset was under the shadow of the communal rights that the family was exposed to during the partition. The incident that he witnessed in his childhood played a crucial and a critical role in his upbringing, in his mindset, in his personality, and later which was reflected in his works. एक ऐसा मार्मिक दृश्य उन्होंने चित्रित किया था. फॉलिंग फिगर्स नाम का एक चित्र बनाया था, which depicted the decline of
ह्यूमन सोसाइटी। उसमें उन्होंने मानव के पतन का अंकन किया था। वो भी इसी दृश्य पर आधारित है जो घटना उनके बचपन में घटी थी। व्हेन अ पर्सन वाज किल्ड बाय अ मॉब, लाइक मॉब लिंचिंग, मानव ही मानव का दुश्मन बन गया था। जैसे जानवर जानवर को खा जाता है, उसी प्रकार इंसान इंसान को खा जाता है। इंसानियत की किस तरह से खत्म हो जाती है, इंसानियत खत्म हो जाती है। और इस दर्दनाक दृश्य को उन्होंने सजीव कर दिया। अपने बहुत सारे ऐसे कैनवस उन्होंने बनाए, falling figures, diagonal lines, which also depicts a partition of India. So his entire career was under the shadow of this communal right that took place, and he depicted many paintings based on a similar theme.
Tayyib Mehta believed in art you have to go for a long time before you say that I have done something. एक नवीन महान कलाकृति अथक प्रयास के बाद जन्म लेती है। उसका सबसे अच्छा उदाहरण है तैयब मेहता। उनकी कोई भी कलाकृति जो बिकी है ऑक्शन में, उसके लिए उन्होंने बहुत सारे चित्र बनाए हैं, बहुत सारे चित्रों को नष्ट भी किया है, फिर एक कलाकृति ने जन्म लिया जो कि महान कलाकृति के रूप में नजर आई। सो यू हैव टू स्ट्रगल हार्ड, वर्क हार्ड एंड क्रिएट न्यूमरस पेंटिंग्स एंड देन फाइनली अ मास्टरपीस इज क्रिएटेड। तो वो आने वाली जनरेशन को ये संदेश देना चाहते थे कि मेहनत करिए, मेहनत से ना घबराएं, सफलता ना हासिल होए तो ना टूटे ना रुकें। He worked initially as a film editor. His beginning of his career was editing films. Later, his interest in painting made him to study at Sir J.J. School of Art, Mumbai, from where he graduated in 1952. कला की शिक्षा सर जे जे स्कूल ऑफ आर्ट से ग्रहण करी। फिर वो लंदन चले गए, वहाँ पे 1959 से 64 में रहे। एंड उसके बाद 1964 से वे अमेरिका में रहे। वहाँ पे रॉकफिलर फाउंडेशन के अंतर्गत उन्होंने छात्रवृत्ति मिली थी 1968 में, जहाँ पे उन्होंने कला की शिक्षा भी ग्रहण करी है। Like most other artists of progressive artist group movement in India, Mehta also was influenced by European masters. जो पीएजी के सदस्य थे, चाहे एमएफ हुसैन देख लें, रजा देख लें, सूजा देख लें, वो पाश्चात्य कलाकारों से बहुत प्रभावित रहे हैं। They studied European art masters and were influenced by this style. Tayyab Mehta was one such example who was influenced by Francis Bacon style and minimalistic style of New York, जिसमें अति सूक्ष्म शैली में उन्होंने कार्य किया, कम से कम डिटेल्स दिखा के उन्होंने अंकन किया है। His inspiration also came from the distorted morbid figures that were used by Francis Bacon. रुग्ण आकृतियां जो फ्रांसिस बेकन बनाया करते थे, जिसमें एक वो भाव दर्शाना चाहते थे, उसी तरह की आकृतियां या उससे प्रभावित हम कह सकते हैं कि आकृतियां तैयब मेहता ने बनाई। वी सी abnormal, morbid, horrid or diseased figures as if they don't have bones in them, they are very flexible. ऐसी छवियां हैं जो रुग्ण लगती हैं, रोगी लगती हैं, जिनमें आकृतियों में लचीलापन है, हड्डियां नहीं, और बहुत उदास। They look so anguished, there's so much of pain and despair and dismay on the faces of the figures which he has mostly depicted. Especially the face and body are clearly reflection of the anguish or whatever he wanted to express in artwork, and it became more visible in his works of recent past before his death in 2009. One of his finest example is One of the finest example was his painting of celebration. इस चित्र को देखकर ऐसा लगता है कि मृत्यु का नाश हो रहा हो, एक तांडव हो रहा हो, एक दर्द भरा एहसास इन आकृतियों को देख के लगता है। वी फाइंड एंग्विश, डिस्पेयर, डिसमे, कि वो नहीं जानते कि उनका भविष्य कैसा है, उसके बारे में इस चित्र के में आपको नजर आता है। देन वी फाइंड एलिमेंट्स ऑफ मिनिमलिस्टिक आर्ट, बहुत कम डिटेल्स, बहुत कम फीचर्स बना के या लाइन वर्क करके उन्होंने अपने दर्द को दर्शाने की कोशिश करी है। एक जानवर भी दिखाया, जैसे पशु असहाय है, उसी तरह से जितनी भी आकृतियां दर्शाई जा रही हैं उनके हाथ में कुछ नहीं है। सो इट डिपेक्ट्स that powerful people have control and helpless people always face lot of troubles and tensions in life, and they are a prey to the power. जो शक्तिशाली लोग हैं वही जीत सकते हैं, वही जी सकते हैं, और बाकी लोग एक दर्द के एहसास में जीवन बिताते हैं कि कब उनको नष्ट कर दिया जाएगा, कब वो खत्म हो जाएंगे। जिस तरह के निर्बल, असहाय, बेजुबान पशु की हालत है, उसी तरह से हम ये कह सकते हैं कि दे आर पीपल who are simple and helpless, and they are not persons, they are not powerful, they do not have control over their life. तो वो एक दर्द, वो एहसास इनकी आकृतियों में नजर आता है। जो कि मैंने मॉर्बिड आकृतियों की बात करी, जो कि रुग्ण आकृतियों की बात करी इस चित्र में नजर आती हैं, कैसे ढीले लचीले शरीर है, फेस में भी देखकर ऐसा दर्द लगता है कि वो नहीं जानते कि आगे क्या होने वाला है. Division of space has been done as if in a collage style. They have been cut and paste, but these are all painted. They are not collage. They are done in a style which give an appearance of collage in them. About his early works, Mehta says, when you are young, you try to understand the world. As you grow old, you try to understand yourself. Your work then becomes the sense of these efforts. तो वो ये कहना चाहते थे, एक संदेश देना चाहते थे, एक ज्ञान, अपना अनुभव बांटना चाहते थे कलाकारों के साथ कि जब आप यंग होते हैं, जवान होते हैं, तो आप हमेशा दुनिया को समझना चाहते हैं, अपने इर्द गिर्द जो हो रहा है, सराउंडिंग्स में जो हो रहा है, उसको के लिए आप बहुत जागरूक रहते हैं, उसको समझते हैं. लेकिन जीवन में एक ऐसा समय आ जाता है कि जब आप बड़े हो जाते हैं, ओल्ड हो जाते हैं, यू मेच्योर, यू ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड योर सेल्फ कि आपके मन में क्या चल रहा है, अपने आंतरिक भावों को समझने की चेष्टा करते हैं. और वही एक ऐसा समय होता है जब आपके जितने भी एफर्ट्स हैं वो रंग लेके आती हैं और एक ऐसी कलाकृति को जन्म देती हैं जो आपके मन की भावनाओं से, की गहराइयों से जन्म लेती है. एक ऐसी महान कलाकृति जो कि आपके मन का आईना है. दे आर रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ योर self, your inner feeling, your soul, and then it becomes the finest artworks. That is what he wanted to explain about his artworks, that they are the early reflection. But as he grew, he grew in experience, as he understood what he really wanted, then his finest works came in front of the whole world. From 1959 to 1964, he worked in London, and then he moved to America and studied art there under Rockefeller Foundation scholarship. Upon returning to India, he started living in Mumbai, and it was in Mumbai that he used his skills of filmmaking and editing. In 1970, Tayyab Mehta came up with the short 3-minute film Kudal, which in Tamil means meeting place. Essentially, this film was shot at a Bandra slaughterhouse, एक बूचड़ खाने में इसका फिल्म को चित्रित किया गया था, उसको फिल्माया गया था. The film won him his first Filmfare Critic Award. So he's not just a painter, he won an award for filmmaking also. It was during this time that he came up with the popular theme of painting of trussed bulls. He has made a lot of paintings on bulls being entangled with each other. They are robed. He wanted to bring to the life and then the final end of these helpless animals who land up at Mumbai slaughterhouse and are mercilessly killed. This theme came up in his painting was due to the film that he shot in Mumbai slaughterhouse, and he made a lot of paintings depicting the helpless animals and their condition, and he's also compared this animal's helplessness with a man's helplessness, and he remembered the incident which brought to life the old incident that happened during his childhood when a person was killed to death by a mob. Similarly, he felt these animals, we men or we human beings are like helpless animals who don't have power, and then their end is same whether they were animals or human beings. This painting is one of the examples of the trussed bull theme that he adopted after making the film Kudal, in which he's shown the helpless animals. Similarly, he's depicted human beings as morbid. The animals are also depicted in morbid form. रुग्ण आकृतियों को दिखाया है, जानवरों को भी और मानव आकृतियों को भी. उन्होंने ये दर्द दर्शाने की कोशिश करी है कि किस तरह से इंसान भी असहाय है, उसी तरह से बेजुबान पशु भी असहाय होते हैं और उनका अंत एक जैसा होता है, चाहे वो मानव हो चाहे पशु हो. Their end is similar. If they don't have power, they are weak, then they are killed, and their end is same whether they were animals or they are human beings. Tayyab Mehta visited Shantiniketan and lived there for a year in 1984 to 85. He served in Shantiniketan as artist in residence. So the atmosphere, the environment of Shantiniketan, the creativity had a calming effect on him, and this led to a sea change in his themes. More themes were added to his works. So this period is considered to be as a turning point in his career. He started depicting drummers, theater artists performing in his paintings. But I must tell you that his features the despair, the anguish on the faces and gestures, the morbid figures still remained a part of his work as seen in his earlier works. One of its fine example is seen in his painting of Shanti Niketan Tri-Chip. It is a painting done in oil in 1985. On it is divided into three parts. त्रिफलक है, तीन भागों में विभाजित है ये चित्र. सबसे पहले भाग में हम ढोलक बजाने वाले लोगों को देखते हैं, क्योंकि शांति निकेतन में संगीत, नृत्य, कलाकृति, चित्रण इनका बहुत ज़्यादा बोलबाला है. वहाँ पे कलाकार को एक उच्च स्थान प्राप्त है. शांति निकेतन हैज़ एन एटमोसफेयर विच प्रमोट्स ऑल काइंड ऑफ theater art, painting, sculpture, architecture, dance, music. So this place had a calming effect on Tayyab Mehta. Though in the center he depicts a similar theme of animal and anguish and despair on the faces of the figures which he has created. And in the last part we see a drama being performed. एक नाटक का मंचन हो रहा है, करतब दिखाया जा रहा है. शायद मुझे देखकर ये चित्र ऐसी याद आ रही है शेक्सपियर की कि हम सब इस रंगमंच की कठपुतलियां हैं और एक दिन हम अपना अपना पात्र करके इस दुनिया से विदा हो जाएंगे. Probably Tayyab Mehta also wanted to give the same message that we are just actors on the stage in life, and one day once our role is over we will vanish away from this earth.